Alrighty, fans of farm life. So, next project is this wood storage, which is basically falling apart. Take it kind of out into the sun. Hopefully you can still see it here. I had wood all the way out onto here and then down there, but as you can see, it's all falling apart. It's coming apart here. These metal tubes are bent. A couple years ago, maybe it was last year, it was all falling down, so I kind of supported it a little bit with some brick down there on the bottom, as you can see right here. Some brick, but it still looks like it's falling over. These really aren't supported at all, so we're going to pull all this stuff down, and we're going to make some new racks. This is just the beginning of it. I kind of cheaped out. I didn't buy pressure treated, so I'm just going to get the torch out and we're gonna burn it all. And my plan is we're going to start here, take this one out, and go 12 feet that way, and then we're gonna get this one all built and transfer all the wood, well, most of the wood, because this is like 16 feet, transfer most of the wood over and then rebuild this, because I don't want to take all the wood out, throw it all over the ground here like I did last year. So I'm going to try to transfer it over and over. So anyway, that's the plan on this, and we'll go get the torch and we'll see if we can't get something started. Might have to take some of this out. Might have to take this whole section out because that's all tied in right here. So probably just take one section out, but better than taking it all out. Alrighty, we'll be back. Get back, man. Back up, my out. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this torch fired up. My watch tells me I'm in a loud environment. Anyway, I got to get one more board, so I'm going to go ahead and get that, get it charred, and then we'll come back. All right, okay, I was 2 boards short, so I just went ahead and did those off camera. Our next phase is getting this stuff off without, I'm hoping this doesn't just collapse. It's kind of held together, baling wire. But we're going to take these pieces off, these pieces down here off, disconnect them over here as well, get this out of the way, get these boards out of the way, cross our fingers that this doesn't come apart, and then we'll have to level this flooring out down here. Probably go get the tractor or something. Got to get a weed eater out here, knock all this stuff down. Go get some weed killer, spray along the back here, just so it doesn't grow up like it does. See down there? It just grows up. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the camera resituated, and at least we'll get this stuff knocked out. Hold on. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and start taking these screws out. There it is right there. Alrighty, so we're got that taken off, and you can see I tried to level it out before. So anyway, we're done here. We're done with this. I've got to get a shovel, like I said, do a couple things. I'm just glad that thing didn't come down. We'll get this leveled out. We're going to go about 12 feet, so probably going to go about to here, right about to here. And then we'll get this one done, get all that wood loaded back over here. Well, most of it anyway. So that's good for a good start, and we'll probably come back tomorrow and work on it some more. Farm life out. Okay, so I used the old sheep weed eater right there. Kind of knocked it down a little bit. I'm going to have to move the sawbuck out of the way, and I do have a couple of videos on this sawbuck. And I'm going to have to move these bricks out of the way so I can get the tractor in here. I don't really want to dig with a shovel, because we're going to come out to about right here, which is by that post, right about there. I think I dug all this out by hand. So dig this out, put some gravel down, level it up. So I got a couple things to do. Got to go put the forks on the tractor, get all this stuff out of the way, and get that moved, and then get the bucket back on, come back out, dig this up. So and my battery on this GoPro is just about ready to die. So good time to change the battery. Farm life out. All right, I think that's going to work. Oh, big old root right here from that, used to be a big tree right here. You can see all the big rounds. So yeah, I think this will work. Just have a little, get shoveled out, clear this out. I got some gravel down there. We can get some gravel in here, level it all out. I think we'll be good. I think that'll work. Dog's got a job to do. Got to get those chickens in. Anyway, we're going to stop here today. It's getting kind of late, so we'll probably return to this tomorrow afternoon, see what the weather is like. Farm life out. All right, welcome back. All right, we got this recap. We got this all torn down. I got this little section dug out where the dog nails made a little bed. I've got some gravel I can put in here if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and start laying out these bricks. It's going to be 12 feet. So it's going to start somewhere here, somewhere right in here. And the idea is they're going to have a roof on these. And then this one's also, this one here is going to be going that way. So there'll be a little bit of a kind of a corner here. but just because of the way the fence kind of comes around the corner. Anyway, we're going to get the blocks laid out and see where we're sitting at that point. So we'll be right back here. Okay, let's see what this looks like. It's about the same. We can either come down a little bit there. I guess we come up a little bit there, or down a little bit there. And then we'd have to come down a little bit there too. But I think we're good. We're within the tolerance level of a wood rack. Okay, next thing we're going to do is build our uprights, and I want this to drain towards the garden, that way. So I'm going to make the front side 6.5 feet and the back side 5.5 feet, and then I will put a roof on it that drains back that way. So, I bought a bunch of 6-foot 2x4s, so should be able to get that distance out of these. It's going to be kind of an adventure to cut, but we'll see how we do here. Got our uprights now. All right, so we got this one there, we got that one there. I'm gonna go ahead and screw these in, and I've got this board here. It's pressure treated, and this is a couple of different things with this. Once I get this screwed on here, I'm going to take some of these to hold these upright, so they're straight up and down, And then also I'm going to put a couple of, since I only have the 3 blocks, I'm going to put, you know, board there, a board here, and probably a board across this block for some extra stiffening. So let me get a couple things and we'll come right back. All right, we're going to change direction a little bit. I'm going to cut some 12 1/4 inch boards to go in between here because this stuff's just slapping around. So let's get a couple of these cut. Watch out, Tub. Watch out, bud. Come on, move. 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 That looks a little better. Okay. You're still going to need, oops, lost you. Still going to need the pieces over here, in here. Oh, can you even see that? Can you even see that? See, need some pieces in here. But I think we can get a couple screws in and get this lined up. I might even put some temporary ones in right here just to hold them apart. Anyway, we got this in. Now we'll work on these uprights, try to get them in. I got to go get some different screws. I only got 2-inch screws. I'm going to need 3-inch at least, or maybe 2.5 inch. So I'm going to come right back. Don't kill myself. All right, so that's the gist of it right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build basically the same as this right here. Build another one, and then got the boards right there. Then I'm going to put it. It's going to be tricky. I'm going to put it over the top of these, have a clamp or something on here. So that's going to be my next trick. We'll come back. Alrighty, as you can see, I got this built, but it's not what I want. It's not what was in my head as to what's going on there. As you can see, one side is quite higher than the other, so I kind of messed up this situation right here. So I'm just going to take it apart, put the 2x4s on, and then figure out, I got another couple of 2x4s. I'll just go and get them cut the way I want them. So we'll be back. Okay, I added a little bit of temporary bracing here and over there, if you can see it. Maybe you can get on this side. Over there. I also added brace on the bottom on each side. And let's see if we can get these in there. Well, I might this from this angle, that looks like it's all tilted down. So we might have to do a little bit of creativeness down on that side. Anyway, we'll come back and we'll get this side done. Alrighty, we got this piece on. Everything's bowed. You can see this one's bowed in, this one's bowed in, this one's bowed in. So maybe when I put some stiffener in between there, it'll bow it out. Yeah. Anyway, this end really is jacked up. I don't know why. I raised the block up a little bit. Maybe once I get these stiffeners in here, I'll stiffen up a little bit more. Anyway, but this is pretty much it. I think you can call this a wrap on this. I'll get a roof on it, but you don't need one. The only reason I put these vertical is because I am going to put a roof. I've made these in the past where these just go diagonal. Super easy. I've never made one 12 foot long though. So I think we're going to call this a wrap on this. I'll come back with another video on how to put that roof on. So anyway, wood rack, wrap, farm life out.